Hiya, I'm just packing a few things. Can't find me red Speedos though. Do you know what sea trials are? Aye, sea trials. They're what the shipbuilders do when they build a new ship or they do a major refurb. They take the ship out to sea for a few days, not very far, and try it out just to make sure it's alright before it goes further afield. Well, my camper van hasn't been on the road since 2019 and I've done a refurb. So for the next few days, I'm doing road trials. Well, we're finally off. I thought this day was never going to come. What with Corona and seized brakes and electrical faults. But anyway, we're here now and we're off. It's about 2 o'clock and we're just leaving the outskirts of Newcastle and we're heading north. And like I said on the intro, this is my road trials. I've done a lot of things to the van since the last time been out. So, what's the plans? We're heading north. I've got absolutely no plans. I don't know where I'm going, and I don't know for how long. It's just a little try of the van, and we'll just see how it goes. We're approaching the Scottish border now, and if you look to the right, that is the River Tweed. And I think there's a view of the bridges a little bit further along. I think it's about 10 miles to the Scottish border now. And it's turned into a lovely day. There's the bridges in Berwick. That's the River Tweed. That's Berwick upon Tweed and the river. And 7 bridges I think there is. And this Scottish border is just coming into view. And there's some really nice views overlooking the cliffs in a second. And then I think I'll go and check out Eyemouth. Eyemouth is a little village, a fishing village. And I've heard there's a lot of seals in the harbour. And you know what I'll think of seals? You know I like my seals. So we'll call in and check them out. Oh, there's some divers here now. It actually doesn't look much, but this was one of my favourite dive sites of all time. Really nice dive here. You just go through these rocks, and there's a bit of a path, and into the water. Really nice. Actually, there might be some seals here as well. Oh, the tide's right in, because when the tide is out a little bit, you can walk to the end of this little bit of a path and jump straight in. I'll try and climb up the rocks and give you a better view. Well, I hope you appreciate how much effort I've gone to get this shot. I've had to climb over all those rocks, and it doesn't look that hard, but it's harder than it looks. And that's the path down there, and then you just step off and swim to the right. You don't actually swim to the left, you swim to the right and round those rocks, and it's an absolutely beautiful dive. The sheer walls, and as you can even see today, the water is quite clear, and yeah, really lovely dive here. Eyemouth Harbour on a lovely sunny day. Can't believe the weather. It was all cloudy in Newcastle when I left, and there's not a cloud in the sky here. Now this is, we were over the right hand side of this harbour where the dive site was, but you can't get across without going right round the road. There's no bridge across, so I've had to move the van round and walk in. Now we'll go up here and see if we can see any seals. It's a big one as well. It's a whopper. They must get fed quite a bit here because they're some size. They're bigger than the ones at Whitley Bay. When I was a little lad, we used to holiday in Eyemouth, and we had a little place right on the seafront just there where the bus is. No such thing as health and safety in Eyemouth. What a fantastic day. I've had to put my dark sunglasses on. It's really nice, really warm. Picked the right week to come. Well, fish and chips and an ice cold beer because I'm on my holidays, and the fridge is working lovely because this is really cold. So cheers. Well, it's 10:30 on day one and it's gone really well, 100% the way it should. Nothing has gone wrong, there's been no problems. The weather wasn't very good when I left Newcastle, but by the time I got to Berwick there wasn't a cloud in the sky and it was red hot. Lovely day, and everything has worked 100% the way it should. So, perfect end to a perfect start. Good morning. It's about 7:30 on day 2. Lovely quiet place I am. Not a sound all night. Lovely and quiet, lovely picturesque, lovely views. But I had an awful night. I had cramp all night. I think I must have walked too far yesterday. But never had cramp like it. Anyway, start the day with a coffee. And for all the people that laughed at my greedy tray, it is a bit big, mind you, but it doesn't get in the way. That's the end of the bed, and it doesn't get in your way, and it's the right height, and it's ideal for coffee, spectacles, water, phone, anything you want to keep by the bed. It's worked fine. Well, I haven't drawn the curtains back yet, but I don't think the weather's too good yet. It looks a bit cloudy. I was going to do a bike ride, but considering the cramp, it might be a good thing that I don't. Anyway, I'll have my coffee and I'll do something. So I'll get back to you later. Well, welcome to How to Cook in a Camper Van. Not quite, but it'll do for now. I've got to talk quite quietly because there's a snorkeling school outside and she's got some students teaching them how to snorkel, so I'm just going to keep my voice down. Either that or close the door, and it's a bit dark when I close the door. So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and make some porridge today, and I've never made porridge in a camper van before. I've always done it in the microwave, so just fingers crossed. I hope it works all right. So we'll put this on first. Can't even turn the gas on. There you go. We want that low. Put that low, and we've put the porridge in here, and we've got that's not ordinary milk, actually. That's oat milk, unsweetened oat milk, because you know how healthy I am. And going to Deb, you just put it on a low heat and keep stirring it until it goes a bit like glue. So there we go, the porridge is on. I'll just turn this off and I'll come back to you when it's looking like glue. Okay, it's starting to thicken up a little bit. So what I'm going to do now is add some honey. And it's just starting to bubble. So I think that's not going to be long. I think that's about done. It's starting to get just a bit stiff like glue, so I'm gonna turn the gas off. And before I do anything else, I'm gonna turn the gas off at the top. Right, gas is all turned off. Now we're gonna add the strawberries. go and we'll see what that is like. And I might add a banana to it yet, I don't know. And to save washing up, I'm just going to eat it out of the pan. There we go. And 2 minutes later, it's gone. I haven't brought my selfie stick, so I'm having to hold the phone. But this is where I am. Isn't it lovely? I don't know, you can see the van. If you follow the path, and then just to the left, the little white van, that's my van. And I think that's the surf school that I was at, not the surf school, the snorkeling school that was next to the van this morning. And the water looks crystal clear. Well, since the breakfast went so well this morning, I'm pushing me luck. I'm going to try and cook again. I'm going to try and do chicken tikka masala and rice. And not only have I never done it in a camper van, I've never done it on a ridge bunkie, as I've just bought a ridge bunkie, and this is the very first time it's ever had any heat on it. So I don't know what it's going to turn out like. If it's a disaster, I won't put it out on YouTube. So if you don't see this, you'll know I made a mess of it. Right, so what I've got to do, I'm not going to film me doing it because I'm bad enough when you're not watching, not mind when you're watching. So there's the chicken I've diced, ready to go in, and the rice is just boiling, the bag rice. And I normally put peas and peppers and stuff in when I do it at home. And I did buy peas and peppers. I forgot to bring them. They're in my fridge at home. So it's just going to have to be chicken and curry and rice. So I'll get on with it. I'll come back to you when there's something to show you. Okay, it's been a while. That's about all I can tell you because I forgot to make a note of the time. So it's been a while, probably, I don't know, 10 minutes maybe. And right there, you can see the chicken starting to turn brown. Just starting, just very slightly. Now, everybody will write and say you've overdone them, but chicken can be iffy, can't it? So you've got to be careful. Plus, I'm a motor mechanic, not a chef, so that's fine. That's all right. Now we'll just put some of this in. And the water's almost boiling, so we'll stick the bag of rice in. I think I'll turn up the gas a touch. And it's 1851, so we want 19, about 19, just over 19. Right, I'll come back to you then. We want 10 minutes on this, so I'll come back in 10 minutes. Alright, I've already dished the rice out just because you don't really want to see that. And I'll turn the camera around and I'll show you this when I take the lid off. Wow, look at that. That looks alright, man. Whoa, can you smell it? Have a smell. Lovely, innit? Right, I'm gonna turn that gas off and I'll dish it out and I'll come out and let you see the presentation. And there we have it. And it smells lovely. And I think it looks quite good. All we need now is some red wine. Oh no, it's Red McCoon's Export. It's just as good. And there we go. Not bad for a mechanic. An ex-mechanic. I'm not saying I'm a mechanic anymore. And apologies for not wearing a shirt. It's absolutely boiling. So, bon appetit. Well, good morning. Day 3. It is day 3, isn't it? Yeah, day 3. Slept like a log last night. Put a DVD on, and it was one of my favourite films. It was Jack Reacher. Film I really like. I didn't even see a quarter of the way through. I woke up at the end, just switched the DVD player off, and I didn't stir until 5 minutes ago. And it's about 7:30. And you can probably see by the reflection coming through the skylight, it's going to be a cracking day today. There's not a cloud in the sky that I can see through here. Well, I've been up and got myself a coffee, and I wasn't in the shot there you go. And I'm planning to move on today, so this place gets absolutely chocker on nice days. So I'm only gonna have the coffee, put everything away, and I'm moving on. Probably have breakfast in possibly Eyemouth. On the cliffs where I parked on the way here, I might go back there and have breakfast. Something to make a mental note of, because I don't have any curtains in the van yet. I've only got blackout bits of cloth that I clip on the night time, but I will be putting either blinds or curtains on in the autumn when I take the van off the road again. And just to make a mental note, you can feel the heat of those black curtains, and it's only 7:30 in the morning. You can't feel the heat, so I'm going to make sure that I don't make the permanent curtains black. I put a lighter colour so that it reflects the heat, reflects the sun, and doesn't get hot, that's what I should have said. Yeah, so that's at least one thing I've learned on this trip. Now, I'm just going to try an experiment. I've got the skylight open. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to extend the selfie stick as high as I can, and I'm just going to stick the camera out and do a 360 to show you where I'm parked. Now, I won't have any control over what I'm taking, so we'll see what happens. Right. Oh, I meant to say, as you can see, I'm still alive after that chicken curry. I just played the clip back last night after I had taken it, and what I said at the end of that clip was bon appetit, because I said it a bit quickly. You might not have understood what I said. So a Geordie speaking French You get everything on this channel, don't you? See how we are. This is where we're going to have breakfast this morning. It's the south side of Eyemouth Pier. A lovely little place. I used to dive here. I don't know, probably already told you that. Oh, look at that. And you see the rubbish down there? Oh, what a... You know, we struggle to find places, and good places are being closed down all the time just because of stupid people doing that. And there's a bin at the top of the hill. It makes my blood boil. I'll pick that up. I'll move that before I leave. Alright, I'm just going to turn off because I'm going to reverse so I'm facing the right way when I... Yeah, what a lovely place. And then you get some dickhead dropping litter like that. I'll put it in my bin and dump it in the bin when I get to the top. It's takeaways. Bloody takeaways. They should be jailed. Right. Now, do you know what time it is? It's bacon sawney o'clock. Told you it was bacon sawney o'clock, didn't I? Fantastic place. What a nice place to have your breakfast. Well, a clean plate, that's always a good sign. Mind you, you'll very rarely see me leave anything. But that was really nice. Give praise where praise is due. The Ridge Monkey does really nice bacon, just the way I like. So I'm just going to sit in the sun for a little while, and then I'm going to head south to Sea Houses. And I'm not going to film much. Well, I'm not going to film much. I'm not going to film my location in Sea Houses because I'm going to see a pal of mine that I haven't seen for about 3 years, and I'm going to be parking up at the back of his house. So obviously he doesn't want loads of camper vans pulling up outside the back of his house. So I won't be filming that, but I'll get back to you when I've finished sunbathing, probably from Sea Houses. Okay, we're here. This is Sea Houses. We're coming in from the north. Well, the time has come. I've been away 3 weeks, and I think it's about time I had a shower. No, I'm only joking. I haven't been away 3 weeks. I've been away 3 days. But I am going to have a shower. Where do you think you're going? I'll just give you a shot of this new beach that I've just found. Well, that's definitely the way to wake up. That was fantastic. Really nice.